So as we start, I'm going to show you how to mix the lime wash. It's a very simple process, but basically you're going to have some straight ratios that you're going to be working with. Here we've got a bucket of lime putty, and as you can see there's a layer of water that's been poured over the top, and the putty resides underneath that layer. And your ratios are going to be by volume primarily. So basically you're going to do at least a minimum of 3 parts of water to 1 part of lime putty. That can go up as high as 6 parts of water or 7 parts of water to 1 part of lime putty. So right now we're going to start with about 1 pint of lime putty, and as long as you maintain sort of a layer of water over that lime putty, put the lid back on it, we'll keep indefinitely. Okay, just put that lid back on there. And now what I'm going to do is add 3 pints of water on top of that lime putty to make a lime wash. Now, if you're mixing a larger batch, so you're mixing the whole gallon of lime putty to 3 gallons of water, you can use a drill and a spiral mixer or some other agitator that's going to mix up the lime putty. When you're mixing small quantities, you can just use something as simple as a kitchen whisk. And basically what you're going to work in is all that putty into the water. Okay. Now, one other thing that you can be doing is adding color to your lime putty. If you don't mix anything in, your lime putty or your lime wash will be white, a bright white, so that you can brighten up a surface. It'll give you the whitest surface on top of an American Clay finish. Or you can take our pigments, and the ratio is 1 of our color packs to 1 gallon of lime putty. So if you're mixing a smaller quantity, depending on what that quantity is, you can take a direct ratio of the pigment by weight to the reduced volume of putty. We've already taken Croft Elsaesser in the correct ratio, and as I agitate that, mix it in. Normally I would mix that in earlier. What you want to make sure is that you get all of that lime putty dissolved into your lime wash, so you don't end up with any chunks. And if you come in just a little bit closer, you can see that you're looking for consistency that's very much like skim milk. You can go thinner, as I said, but you don't want it to be thicker. If you try to make your lime wash more like a paint, it's going to build up too quickly and crack. And you want it to coat and penetrate into your surface, not form a thick layer over the top of it. And now that we've got it mixed up, we're going to go apply some. Excellent. So now that we've mixed up lime wash, there's some very important color aspects that I need to point out. This sample board was made from lime wash with the same color. Believe it or not, both of them we had mixed jasper into some lime wash, and after 24 hours we reapplied the jasper to the same board right next to the original one, and you can see that there is an extreme color change. It was green, now it's yellow. The key reason for that is we have an ultramarine pigment that we use in our blues, and that ultramarine pigment, when left in a wet lime wash or used in conditions where you're going to have a high amount of humidity where the material is going to get wet often, the opportunity for that blue ultramarine to become bleached from the alkalinity of the lime wash is very high. So over here we have some examples of colors. We have Snake River, Jasper, Powder River, and Bluefield that use our ultramarine. And if you use them in a lime wash or when you mix lime into our plaster, you have to use that material within 12 hours of mixing it. Otherwise, the opportunity for there to be an extreme color change is there. The colors that use our natural mineral oxides are going to last longer and are lime safe. Some examples are Dakota Red, Nantucket Sand, Tucson Gold, and our more earthy colored greens, Savannah Moss, Osage, and Napa Olive. All of those are lime safe pigments and will not degrade over time.